What's up guys? Welcome to another video at Epic 7. Today we'll be talking about Elphelt, the new hero that will be coming in the next 2 days during the Guilty Gear collaboration, and her artifact. So she'll be a limited hero, so she'll be I think if I'm not wrong, she'll only be available during this collaboration period. So if you want to get her, you can probably only get her for the next 2 weeks, and then she will not be in the hero pool for the summoning hero pool. So if you want, you should save your bookmarks for her. Okay, so now we'll be just talking about her skills and and so on. Okay, so as you can see, right, her animation is pretty good. The way they draw and so on, she looks pretty good. Alright, so this is how she looks in game. The in-game animations and so on, pretty cool actually. I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, most people would want to go for her if they have enough bookmarks. Now we'll go on to the skills. Alright, so this is how her third skill looks like. I'll do an explanation after that. Looks pretty good actually. Her third skill dispels a buff from the target, just one buff. So she dispels a buff from the target. At the same time, there's a 75% chance to put them to sleep. The important part is that after she dispels the buff, she also puts a defense break for 2 turns. So it's quite a good, it's a 100% defense break, so it's pretty good. And if you soul burn, it also ignores effect resistance. So we have to see how much damage she does with this spell. So I'll be testing her when she arrives. But right now we just know that she will dispel a buff, and then she'll be able to put defense break for 2 turns, and also grants the caster an extra turn, which means after she casts this spell, she'll be able to go again. This is her second skill animation. Looks pretty cool actually. Her second skill attacks the single target. It's a single target spell. Basically, she attacks them with a cake cutting blade. And then if let's say she kills the target, she'll apply defense break on the remaining enemies left. So I feel that she's more like she needs to have a lot of attack in order to do that, because if let's say she can't kill the enemy in her turn, she won't be able to apply defense break on the remaining enemies. And also another thing to note is that her second skill also increases critical hit chance of all allies for 2 turns. So I think this spell is actually very powerful if used properly. She needs a lot of attack, I feel, to make it work, because if let's say she can apply defense break with her third skill, and then after that using her third skill's extra turn, she can use her second skill. And this second skill, if let's say, because she already applied the defense break on the opponent, she will be able to kill the opponent with the second skill. So if let's say you have a very good attack set with very high critical hit damage, you would be able to deal a lot of damage. And if let's say you kill the enemy, you also will be able to apply defense break on all the remaining enemies, which is actually quite a good skill. This is how her first skill looks like. For her first skill, I feel that this is more for PvE, not really a PvP skill. She can, with this skill, she is able to stop the enemy from being buffed, because there's a 65% chance to, on hit, to make the enemy unable to be buffed for 1 turn. So if she's fast, if you build her to be fast, she'll be able to lock down an opponent or a boss that is Earth Elemental, and he will not be able to be buffed. But do take note that it's only a 65% chance, so it's not very reliable. I think few people use her for the first skill. She's more useful for her third and second skill. As for her artifact, I don't think that this is a very good artifact, because there's a lot of rangers that can already defense break, and her skill already is a defense break, so I do not think she really needs this artifact. She'll be better used, using some other artifacts. I do not think that you need to roll on this artifact. So if let's say you already got her, let's say you already roll for her and you are lucky and you manage to roll for her before the 121 PT summon, I think you can stop. And if let's say you really want this artifact, you can get it next time, because it's not really very useful, because even at max level, right, this artifact only gives a 60% chance to defense break for one turn, and it's only for one turn, so I do not think it's a very reliable defense break in the first place, because even at max level it's a 60% chance only. And don't forget that if you use Elphelt, her third skill already gives defense break, and that's 100% chance, so she does not need this artifact. Neither do your other rangers need this artifact also. Most of the rangers, like let's say you have Bellona, you have Seaside Bellona and so on, all of them have defense break already. So I think this artifact is not really needed. So if let's say you already managed to roll for the hero, I think you can stop already. Then you can save your bookmarks for other characters. I would like to take this chance to also, because there's only 1 week left for the Guilty Gear collaboration, so I think I'll just show you guys what you all should be getting out of the last 1 week. So of course, the first thing you should do is to clear out the story mode, which means you just go to the final story and then you clear the final story. Okay, after you clear the final story, you can I'll show you the exchange. You can go and get all the materials, like for example, you can go for the bookmarks, the Mologora, and the artifact charms. If you do not have remaining junkyard dog, you can also go for that. And also, if let's say you really want to max imprint soul to SSS rating, you can proceed to do that. But after you do all of that, that means you have gotten whatever you have gotten from all this exchange. What you should do is you need to farm for Portrait of the Saviors. Let me just show you what Portrait of the Saviors is. Okay, so one of my heroes has this Portrait of the Saviors artifact. It's a pretty good artifact. Okay, this is only during the Guilty Gear collaboration, so you can see that it increases damage dealt by 50% when the enemy's health is 50% or more. So basically this is a arena artifact, because most of the enemy, when they start out, right, they always have about 100% health, so you are dealing way more damage at the start of the turn. If let's say you go first, this is a very powerful artifact. Let's say you put her on a Judge Kisei, you put her on a Vildred and so on, you'll be able to do massive damage, 15% more. If you max it, it'll be, if I'm not wrong, you max it, it'll be 20%. If I'm not wrong, if you max it, I think it's either 15 to 30%. But basically you need this to be maxed out. I made a mistake last year, because last year during the artifact the collaboration, I did not farm for this enough, so I did not make the same mistake now. What I did is I farmed quite a lot. You can see I farmed a lot of Portrait of the Saviors this time, and so I'm able to max imprint it. I think I'll continue to farm more so that I can at least max imprint 2 of this. So this is one of the artifacts that you should farm for. I'll show you where to farm it. So basically you go to Beacon Story. Okay, you click here, you go to Beacon Story, then you go to Challenge Stadium. Okay, so you do not need to do the hard or hell, you just need to do normal. Normal will be able to drop. You see the drop is down here, you have a chance to get this. Okay, so you just need to go to the Challenge Stadium in the Beacon Story, and then you can farm it. And another thing that you need to do is the tournament. Okay, so tournaments give you a lot of materials. So in order to get the to participate in the tournament, because the hut is coming in the next day, so in order to participate in it, you need the token for the chosen. Okay, so for you to get these tokens, you need to farm Beacon Story. Okay, so the same thing, you just click on Adventure, then you go to Beacon Story down here, and then you go to this Collapsed Underground Laboratory. Okay, under here you just farm normal. Okay, so if you want to maximize your farming and so on, you can put folders. Like in my case, that's what I did. I put 2 folders with 2 of my heroes that I want to level up, and then I just set it to my pet, and then we can go, and then you can farm the token for the chosen. Okay, so these are the things that you need to farm for during the last week of the collaboration. I hope that this guide will help you during your last week so that you'll know what to farm for, and I'll see you in the next video.